about your Wednesday? How is your Wednesday going? All right, would like to know. Would like to know.
All right, so we need to let them know what's happening on the show today. So it's a Wednesday. There's quite a lineup of inspiring guests. The one and only Dr. Mufti.
Ooh,
right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Chef Michi.
Yes.
First of all, let's talk about Chef Michi. Chef Michi is a culinary whiz. She's going to whip up a very tasty, stylish yamarita and special sauce.
Wow.
And that's going to be coming your way very, very soon.
Amazing combo that I really love. Yamarita and special sauce. Woo, special. I love the word special.
And then we're going to be having a performance.
Yeah, bringing some incredible musical energy to your screen is Aziz Bolaji, professionally known as AZ. Now, he's a dynamic Afrofusion artist and songwriter, and he's going to be performing a song titled Palava. I cannot wait for that one. I hope there are no palavas with the song.
Aziz.
Aziz.
Yeah.
Easy.
When you see niggas, man, you know it's alright. Go show you high five, now we're pretty past 5.
Then, of course, it's a Wednesday, so we're going to have some wellness. And, of course, to discuss tough love, raising the boy child in African communities is the CEO and team lead of Thrive Network. It's a registered mental health NGO. Obi Olama Nadi is back. And that conversation should be a great one.
Of course, it is going to be a great one. Men have been seen to be tough, strong, and all the rest.
It's time for the June babies to celebrate.
Yes. Get your party hats ready because we'll be celebrating all the June birthday stars with some love and cheers and birthday shout outs. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating their birthdays of the month of June. Woo.
And of course, we cannot wait for physical therapist and model Dr. Mufti Jokomba. She is going to be back discussing a very important topic, especially to me, aging and nutrition.
Right.
What can you do to establish the fountain of youth inside you to get rid of those wrinkles?
Yeah, so I think it's very interesting that when she was on the show last week, she actually taught me this quick exercise.
Oh, for real?
Yes, about the neck, how you should keep moving your neck.
Oh,
yes,
okay,
and also there's another one for the mouth.
So this is how we roll the neck.
And also there's one for the mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
For those that like gossip.
Oh, that sounds like a jaw ache waiting to happen.
All right.
Let's take a quick break and do our jaw exercises. While we're doing that, we'll be back after this.
All right. Hello and good morning. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Onyison. Thank you for joining us. The Nigeria Governors Forum has condemned the recent violent attacks on communities in Guma local government area of Benue State, describing them as a gross violation of human dignity. In a statement issued by the forum's chairman, Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak of Kwara State, the NGF extended heartfelt condolences to Governor Hyacinth Alia, the people of Benue State, and the families affected by the assault on Yelewata and Daudu communities. Governor Abdulrazak said, quote, "The Nigeria Governors Forum stands in unwavering solidarity with the bereaved families and the state government at this time of profound sorrow. The forum offered prayers for the repose of the victims' souls, speedy recovery for the injured, and strength for the survivors of the tragic incident. It also pledged to support the Benue State government and relevant security agencies in efforts to restore peace and security to the region. The Independent National Electoral Commission has rejected the notice submitted by the People's Democratic Party for its upcoming 100th National Executive Committee meeting, citing a violation of procedural guidelines. In a letter dated 13th of June 2025 and addressed to the party's national chairman, the Commission explained the notification did not comply with the provisions of the 2022 regulations and guidelines for political parties. INEC specifically referenced Part 2, 12.3, which mandates that the national chairman and the national security, or rather secretary of the party, shall jointly sign the notice of convention, congress, conference, or meeting and submit the same to the Commission. The notice was reportedly signed only by the acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, without the co-signature of the national secretary, Samuel Anyao. Outside Nigeria, explosions rock Iran and missiles hit Israel as attacks continue for a fifth straight day, with a Mossad office targeted in Tel Aviv and an alleged high-level assassination in Tehran. U.S. President Donald Trump says they now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. After his vice president, J.D. Vance, says Mr. Trump may take further action to end Iranian enrichment. The Israeli military claims killing Iran's wartime chief of staff after Iranian media say preparations are underway for what they call the largest and most intense missile attack on Israeli soil. The death toll from Israel's attacks on Iran has risen to more than 220, including 70 women and children. More than 20 people have been killed in Iranian attacks on Israel. Meanwhile, officials say in the Gaza Strip, Israeli soldiers have killed dozens of more Palestinian aid seekers. And now for some sports updates. More than 18 countries have confirmed their participation in this year's edition of the African Arm Wrestling Championship, scheduled to hold in Nigeria. Organizers have now unveiled the mascot for the event. Mian Akiri reports.
The local organizing committee, chaired by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Grassroots Sport Development, Anthony Adenyika, have taken a significant step towards hosting the 14th African Arm Wrestling Championship and the 7th Para Arm Wrestling Championship with the unveiling of the tournament's mascots and jerseys. The event, which was held at the NAF Conference Center, Abuja, was symbolic and purposeful, signifying the country's readiness to host a successful event.
We gather not only to unveil our official mascot and team jerseys, but also to launch a fundraising initiative that will help us elevate the African Arm Wrestling Championship to new heights. Our mascot embodies the strength, determination, and resilience that we celebrate in our athletes.
The ceremony was attended by dignitaries including the National Sports Commission Chairman, Malam Shehu Diko, representatives of the Director General, Bukola Olokbade, and representative of the Minister of Youth and Social Development, Comrade Ayodele Olawan.
The country will support it to the best we can. It's part of the promise we have made. It's part of the support Mr. President has asked us to do. Every sport will give it the best shot we can. This comparative advantage to succeed. Also, another vision that these have aligned with is the fact that we have the vision to host every tournament that we can host in this country, because that is the way also to develop and upscale our sports and also keep our infrastructure working and also promote our country positively.
For this time around, we have a feel of what we are expecting and what the Sport Commission is going to do towards July. As of today, we have 18 countries in Africa who has confirmed their participation. We're still expecting more before the mid of July.
The NSA chairman, Diko, commended the LOC and the Nigeria Arm Wrestling Federation's commitment towards the continental event and assured that Nigeria will stage a befitting championship. All then, from July the 23rd to 27th in Abuja, the competition will see athletes from over 20 countries competing for honors, with Nigeria promising a world-class experience both in hospitality and sporting excellence. As the countdown continues, the momentum generated in Abuja has set a powerful tone for what promises to be a transformative celebration of African strength, spirit, and sporting solidarity. Mian Akiri, TVC News, Abuja.
Always great to see men and women flexing their muscles. We'll definitely be looking out for that tournament. And that's how we wrap it up on news and sports for this hour right here on Wake Up Nigeria. But there's still more. Stay with us.
I left my daughter in the care of a governess. She is white. Mariana is well aware she can't be associated with those people.
Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless.
All right, it's time for some great music. You guys know how much I love music on the show, right? Now, bringing some incredible musical energy to your screen right now is Aziz Balaji, professionally known as AZ. Now, I love that name. Now, this guy is a dynamic Afrofusion artist and songwriter who is known for his raw street vocals. Well, you'll feel it very soon. You'll feel that very soon. Now, he also has some infectious readings and, thought-provoking lyrics. Now, AZ is here, and we're super excited to have you here on the show. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I try my best. I'm not bad at all. Not bad.
That's good. That's good.
First of all, just before we get into your music, I love your style.
Oh,
I can see all the blings. I can see the tie. Yeah. Tell me what's behind this? What's behind your style right now?
I just try to stay neutral. And go with the flow.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a type of guy that does vibe with anyone.
Vibe.
Yeah, as long as the energy is right.
I love that. I love that. Is there any artist that inspires your fashion? Any Nigerian artist?
Oh well, I tend to start from different people.
Okay.
If I like your style, I just pick one or two from you, and mix it up with my own.
Lovely. Have you ever been mistaken for another artist? Like, do people see you outside and say, "Oh, you look like someone else. You look like somebody else"? I'm just wondering because I have somebody in mind that you look like.
Who is that?
You give me Lil Kesh. You give me Lil Kesh vibe.
Wow.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, I think when I started my career back then, 2016, I was mistaken for Lil Kesh.
See?
Yeah. I had a single then, so someone said I sounded so much like Lil Kesh.
Even with your sound.
Yeah,
Wow.
then that was then, no.
Okay,
But now it's a different me.
Yeah,
now.
who inspires your sound now?
I would say Burna Boy and
Burna.
Olamide.
All right,
Yeah.
now that's a brilliant combination. You have Burna and Olamide as a mixture. That's awesome.
I grew up in PH now, South Boy, you know, so
that's
vibe a
it,
lot.
that's it.
That kind of thing.
All right, let's talk about your song, the song you perform in Palava. Tell me about it. What's Palava about?
Well, Palava.
Yeah.
You know, if you hear Palava, what comes to your mind is straight, you know, energy. Yeah, just energy and
But it
vibe.
depends, if you hear no cause Palava for here.
Palava is just problem. All of us, there's a problem, one way or the other.
All right, but I hope you're not in any problem.
No, not that kind of problem.
All right, but good vibes.
The good
Good
vibes.
vibes,
Yeah,
good vibes.
just the energy, the mad fun, and you know.
Yeah.
Young and living.
And I know that you recently also released an EP sometime.
Yeah, that was last year.
Last year,
Experiment EP.
What's the title of the EP?
Experiment.
Experiment.
Yeah.
And our Palava is a song in the EP.
No. Palava is a new single that I just
Oh, right.
released 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Still fresh.
I cannot
Yeah, you
wait
guys
to
should stream my song.
All right, no, we're
Palava
going
is
to
on
hear you
all
perform it right
digitals.
now.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go. Let's hear Palava. I love it.
Let's go.
He will sleep on the floor, cannot fall out of bed. He wash my shed a day and pray for grace. One day he go set. Hello, lo man kí o nílé, but last ní fàlejò. Èmi ò fẹ́ blow lásán, mi dey give me chance if he first blow. Ẹni sùn, tó bá gbẹ́sẹ̀ wá tẹ̀lé iṣu. Ẹni sùn, tẹ̀ bá gbẹ́sẹ̀ wá tẹ̀lé iṣu. Potential boy, kí ni mi ò lè ṣe another one. Mo tún gbèdé, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ. Àwẹ̀yà, orí wọlé Black Louis V, tàbí bí my jean. Tó lè yan mi jẹ́ ohun tí bá láǹdù my jeans. Kó tó lè gbé mo ṣe ohun gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ̀yìn. Yín, you know what I mean. Black Louis V, I'm ready be my jean. Ó lè yan mi jẹ́ ohun tí bá láǹdù my jeans. Kó tó lè gbé mo ṣe ohun gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ̀yìn. Yín, wàhálà o. Gbẹ̀du wey dey cause palava o. Dem don scam the scammer o. Belle don squeeze, na im make men dey para o. Yeah. See wahala o. Speaking of the devil app, yeah. Lórúmọlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ mi máa fi ẹ̀. Orin mi dùn ọlọ́wọ́ máa jẹ́. Ẹ̀yin tèmi kò máa ní bàjẹ́. Straight from Jerusalem, na God flows. Those can't start for internet, na just phone. If you tell me gbé mi lọ, I don't know. Forget all that glitters ọmọ, I wan go. Say Black Louis V, na baggy be my jean. Ó lè yan mi jẹ́ ó ti bá láǹdù my jeans. Kó tó lè gbé mo ṣe ó gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ̀yìn. Yín, you know what I mean. Black Louis V, I'm ready be my jean. Ó lè yan mi jẹ́ ó ti bá láǹdù my jeans. Kó tó lè gbé mo ṣe ó gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ̀yìn. Yín, wàhálà o. Gbẹ̀du wey dey cause palava o. Dem don scam the scammer o. Belle don squeeze, na im make men dey para o. See wahala o. He will sleep on the floor, cannot fall out of bed. He wash my shed a day and pray for grace. One day he go set. Hello, lo man kí o nílé, but last ní fàlejò. Èmi ò fẹ́ blow lásán, mi dey give me chance if he first blow. Ẹni sùn, tó bá gbẹ́sẹ̀ wá tẹ̀lé iṣu. Ẹni sùn, tẹ̀ bá gbẹ́sẹ̀ wá tẹ̀lé iṣu. Potential boy, kí ni mi ò lè ṣe another one. Mo tún gbèdé, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ. Àwẹ̀yà, orí wọlé Black Louis V, tàbí bí my jean. Ó lè yan mi jẹ́ ó ti bá láǹdù my jeans. Kó tó lè gbé mo ṣe ó gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ̀yìn. Yín, you know what I mean. Black Louis V, I'm ready be my jean. Ó lè yan mi jẹ́ ó ti bá láǹdù my jeans. Kó tó lè gbé mo ṣe ó gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ̀yìn. Yín, wàhálà o.
Just look at me acting as if I'm the only one in the kitchen today. I'm actually liking it. Maybe I'll prepare breakfast today. What do you think? I'm just kidding. Don't worry. You're going to learn something really interesting this morning. But first, let's welcome our chef. Today we have Chef Michi. She's making her debut on the show.
Hello. Hi, how you doing, Beryl? Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's so good to have you in the studio this morning to make breakfast for us. So what is for breakfast?
So we're going to be having yamarita and chicken sauce.
Yamarita and chicken sauce. Sounds yummy.
Yep, it is.
Let's talk about the ingredients. What are we making use of?
So we have tatashi shombo, bell peppers, onions, chicken breast, flour, and yam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for the yamarita?
Yes, this is to coat it, to get the crispiness from it.
Okay, just the flour, right?
Just the flour.
And then using eggs as well.
Yeah.
And then you can use breadcrumbs as an alternative.
Yeah, actually.
While for the sauce, we have tatashi,
shombo, pepper, and then tomato. We're going to be dicing it to bits.
So there's no tomato in this?
No, there's no tomato
just
in this.
shombo and pepper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then we are dicing the
bell peppers. So I'm going to be giving you the julienne cuts because that's the size of the chicken.
The chicken as well.
Cuts,
Okay. So julienne cuts for the peppers to match with the chicken. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. This is what?
This is barbecue sauce. Just a little bit into the sauce. Then this is curry and then butter.
We have butter as well. Then onions, tomatoes, the bell peppers,
eggs, and then
the vegetable oil for frying and for making the sauce as well.
Yes.
We also have seasoning cubes.
Yeah.
We're making use of ginger as well.
Yeah, ginger and garlic, natural.
Okay. What else are we making use of?
No, just ginger and garlic, then the breadcrumbs.
Okay. And then seasoning cubes. All right. So I'd like you to run me through the process. I'm always very interested in the process. You know why? Because not everybody will get to see the entire making, but at least it's easier to follow up and also catch up with what they may have missed by knowing the process. So run me through it. Let's start with the sauce.
Okay, so this is my own process, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to start by boiling the chicken breast.
Okay.
And
you're
then
boiling it?
Yeah, I'll boil it a bit, just a tiny bit.
I usually hear, oh no, I'm just going to sear the chicken.
So I'm going to boil it a little bit, then fry it, then cut my ginger and garlic, just dice it. I don't like using the grinded ones, so I prefer to dice my ginger and garlic. Then into the oil, my tatashi shombo inside the oil, then just fry for some time, probably like 5 minutes or 4 minutes, depending. Then put in my chicken, then my diced bell peppers into.
Okay, the onions as well?
Yeah, and
the onions and the ginger and garlic go together?
Yes. So most times if you want more flavor, you just diced your onions like very much.
Okay. What about the tomatoes? At what point do they go in?
No, it's going to go in after the ginger and garlic.
Oh,
plus the onion. So after that, you just pour in the tomato inside.
Okay. That's for the sauce, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the chicken goes in after everything has been cooked. Then you just add the already boiled and fried chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so now for the yamarita, how do we go about that one?
So for the yam, I'm going to start by dicing it a bit more.
Okay.
Then boil it.
Is it going to be in cubes or just long slices?
Long slices.
Okay, so it's going to go with the theme of the julienne kind
yes,
of. Okay.
Yes, so I'm going to boil it, then add a little bit of salt, add a little bit of sugar.
Sugar?
Just a tiny bit, just to make the yam more sweet.
Okay.
Then allow it to boil for a little time, probably 10 to 15 minutes, or just use your eyes to check. So after that, you get your flour, your eggs, your milk. I use milk actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're going to
for more flavor.
Yeah.
I've never used milk for my yamarita.
Oh, really?
I've never used milk, but okay, go on.
So we're going to see today. So you're going to coat with flour, eggs, then into the egg before putting in the oven.
Okay.
I said the oven, sorry.
Into the hot oil, don't worry, we get it.
Into the hot oil.
For it to deep fry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your milk too.
Sounds really interesting, and I really cannot wait for us to begin this process to show you how to make the yamarita with chicken sauce, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what we're having for breakfast. So let's get started. What are we starting with?
Okay, so I want to start with my yam, because that's going to take like 10 minutes. So I'm going to start cutting and then...
Okay, so let's get started with that while we take a quick break. Remember, you're watching Wake Up Nigeria. To stay with us, we'll be right back.
Level 2, electrified fence.
Space is terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey,
Hey Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angelou lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angelou also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Gennett's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away, 1973. And an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots, 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook and 2008 Letter to My Daughter. After experiencing health issues for a number of years, Angelou died on May 28, 2014 at her home in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. In May 2021, it was announced that Angelou will be one of the first women to be commemorated with a new series of quarters from the U.S. Mint.
Wow, woo! It's time for What's Up and About.
Yep.
And the whole team is here.
Yes.
Mary's here.
Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Like, I actually did the kitchen earlier, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I was here in time.
Of course you were. And looking glorious in that purple dress.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I feel like royalty. Thanks to House of
lovely.
It is good.
And Edgar, how's it going?
Super good.
How have you been?
Brilliant. We have an event happening sometime in June at the end of the month, 29th.
Okay.
It's actually going to be monthly.
That's
last
my
Sunday
birthday.
of every
Interesting.
Yes, it's his birthday.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
for real?
happening the last Sunday of every month.
What is the event
It's
about?
titled Unscripted Nights.
Okay.
Now, it's going to be a combination of so many things, from storytelling to music to monologues to brilliant conversations. You know, we're going to have quite a lot. It's starting by 5 p.m. It will end by 9 or 10. You know, it's happening at Fire and Ice in Lekki, and you guys, everyone has to come. You guys just have to come. It's free. It's free, by the way. Just come.
Free event.
Free events. Just come, have a great time.
So this gives me some nostalgia of open mic nights.
Yeah.
So unscripted nights are open mic nights. For those that don't understand,
but the difference with just open mic is we are going to be involving the audience in this one, and then everybody's doing.
That's exactly how open mic was always. You know, was someone in the audience who has something to say, speak about, you know, sing. They just come to the floor and do their thing.
Now add improv.
Yes,
that improv. Where, you know, it's brilliant.
I know you're the king of improv now.
How?
You're the king of improv.
Everything I say is scripted. Everything I say is scripted.
Everything you say is what?
I don't.
I beg you.
The prompter. Can you roll the pen?
No. You are an improv king on your own, and would love to invite you.
Please, everyone should come.
Your friends, family, come for an unscripted night.
Yes, Lekki.
So they set the place on fire.
Yeah.
And talking about fire.
No, hold on. We have a chef here. She's looking at us wondering. She's brand new. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you. Having fun so far? Having a good time so far?
Yes, I am. 100%.
All right.
Oh, I know you want to dice and cut. Please go ahead.
Yes, please go ahead. Don't stop what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. Keep going.
But you can actually do what you're doing, but if I'm speaking, I think it's very important you also listen because it's Edgar.
Wow.
It's Edgar that is
You're
speaking.
so important.
Very important.
Chef, please cook, Jerry.
Okay,
Welcome.
so I was talking about fire. I know Titi wanted to talk about a fire incident that took place recently.
Honestly, now I'm going to say we give God all the glory, we give God all the praise. A friend of the house, Rotimi Keys, and his wife, Ayodotun, they experienced something that could only be called God's grace because they woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning to see smoke and everything, and they had to run through fire to escape their home that was ablaze. But the special grace of God, they put the fire out. The building is still standing, but you know, just the trauma of seeing. He had such a beautiful
I saw the video of the studio, bonds and everything.
We've had him and his band members here on set before.
Man.
The kind of music that's produced in that studio, it can only be divinely called, inspired. And it's just so sad to see things like that. But then also, his family are fine, everybody's fine. They're just trying to, you know, pick up the pieces. But then it goes to thinking about fire safety and what to do in cases like that.
You know, I'm a fire veteran, and I say this with pain because each time it happened, it wasn't planned. Nobody ever plans that. No. And each time it happened, it was tough to handle. So the first fire we had in our house was in 2000.
Wow.
And then the second fire was in 2004.
No way.
And each time we had to stay at a family friend's place. Unfortunately, their dad is late now, Mr. OK. And it was tough for us. The second time, everybody had something to deal with. My younger sister, my immediate younger, broke her hip. My dad broke his leg.
No way.
I passed out in such a way that I was thought to have been gone. And then, like, about an hour later, somehow got revived. So when people talk about fires,
smoke inhalation.
The smoke,
we had to jump
faster than the fire.
From the first floor.
When you start inhaling smoke,
it
it kills
that
fast.
bad. We jumped from the first floor. Everybody. So the reason my sister broke her hip was because before my dad threw the mattress, I guess she had a lot to live for. She jumped first. And the story is long, complicated. So when people talk about fires, I can totally relate with the sense of loss. I don't have pictures of myself as a child. None of us do, actually. And then so many other things that we lose. It's not like the digital age now. And I guess that's part of why I wasn't so fond of taking pictures afterwards for a very long time. Because I told myself that what's the point? It could get lost. It's just recently I'm beginning to...
Now you can take pictures on your phone and just save them on cloud.
And then save them on cloud and all.
But there must have been some things your family put in place to prevent things like that happening again.
See, we put everything in place for it not even happen at all. Nobody ever plans these things. You never can tell. All the lights might be off, yet something gets, you know, some fuse decides to go haywire. and all. So
yeah, I think what I would just like to say, like you're right, you can't really plan for these things, but there are some tips and techniques or things that you can just do just to stay better.
So there are a lot of these.
I'll just mention one of them. Please, I beg you, do not what's the word? Your sockets now. Overload your sockets.
Yeah.
You can't have one socket for fan, that same socket for freezer, that same socket for TV, that same socket
How is that even possible?
Yes, people do it.
Junction boxes.
Yes, it's too much.
And
then some people actually even have fire extinguishers, but they don't even know how to use fire extinguishers. They just have it in the house.
And then they
don't have
even
to use fire
expire.
extinguishers.
These things expire. Now, there are different types and grades of fire extinguishers. Some are for grease fires. Some are for electrical fires.
That's true.
So understanding what type of fire it is important. Speaking of grease fires, like if a frying pan, for instance, catches fire with hot oil in it, the reflex is to put it under water. That is the quickest way to get an exploding fire on your hands.
A friend of mine.
You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just extinguish it by covering it up, finding a complete cover to get rid of the oxygen.
It's funny you're talking about the cooking part, because I'm wondering if Chef Michi has ever experienced fire in the
grease
kitchen.
fire.
Because I know quite well that sometimes when cooking, accidents happen.
Yeah.
What happened?
Actually, I haven't, but it happened at home.
Yeah.
So I had like an explosion from the gas.
Wow. Wow.
So we have like this kind of gas actually. So it literally exploded.
Wow.
So I guess what caused it was leaving your pot on top of the gas. I think that's what caused that incident.
Wow.
You left your... Are we not supposed to leave our pot on top of the
heavy
gas?
pot.
I mean, then I haven't gone to culinary school and all of that. I wasn't aware of that. So that happened. So we had to like change.
So when you
What
leave
do
your
you mean
pot...
exactly? What do you mean you left your pot on top
like
of the gas?
heavy pots, like it had food inside. So it was just on top of the gas.
Okay.
And then the next thing I had like an explosion from upstairs.
Wow. So maybe someone left it on without really igniting it.
Yes, maybe.
And then, poof, maybe some kind of spark.
Was it glass?
Yeah, it was glass.
Oh, I hear a lot
glass.
about glass.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I do
real?
not like glass
Seriously?
cooking. Yeah.
Wow.
This is actually kind of common. We've had that in the house too.
Yeah.
I think that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The glass just blew.
One
Like you would
advice
see
I
all the
always
shards
give
everywhere.
is when you have fire in the house, please, the first thing to do is just make sure you're safe and you're out of the house.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, the smoke kills faster than the fire.
Yes.
You know, when you start to inhale the fire, the smoke, it is something
Does
else.
a lot of damage.
And sometimes, again, this is just my opinion, yes? That's why I always advise that you try to sleep with clothes on. I know some people have they have this idea of, yes, I need to say this.
Sleep with clothes on because you won't be able to find clothes.
Yes, because
you
when
need to run.
just imagine something happens and you're not covered or something.
You don't want me to share
Yeah, you not start saying,
part of my
where's my
story.
clothes? Where's my clothes? You need to
The
you need to
second fire
sleep
was
with
not
clothes
funny.
on. That's why we have PJs.
I actually agree with you, even though I still do not subscribe to it.
Oh, gosh.
But I totally agree.
There's also something to be said about getting insurance on your property. Please value your property. There are some good insurance companies out there now in this day and age. There are.
I agree.
Value your property, insure it. It might take a while for this finance to come out, but at least it's some kind of launch pad to
Again, as a fire veteran, let me tell you about this insurance thing.
Yeah.
Before they will pay, not only would you have finished fixing up your house, you would have moved on. And in most cases, most people move on to the point that they don't even bother again. Is if you're the type that is insistent, then you'll be told, was it caused by... And these are normal things, but the way it's being dragged out, like they don't want to pay. And guess what? We insured our house both times. Like my parents have always been the insurance people. But after the second time, I wonder if we are even insured now, because it was really frustrating trying to get the money.
So I know, as I said, there are some good ones out there that have updated their policies and are working for. We have some good experiences as well. So do your research, and of course, our hearts go out to the Akinfenwa family who are rebuilding and are about to build a fantastic new studio and an amazing home for their family after this particular event. We're taking another quick break, people. We'll be back after this.
Yeah.
outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome back. Now, Wake Up Nigeria has a special wellness segment that happens every Wednesday, and it's about to begin right now. We're here to discuss tough love, raising the boy child in African communities. And of course, it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and Father's Day just passed the last weekend. So it is a very key topic to discuss. And who better to discuss it than the CEO and team lead of Thrive Network, a registered mental health NGO, Obi Nadi. Now her journey into the field of mental health advocacy began in 2018 after her personal battle with PPD, that's postpartum depression. It sparked her mission to raise awareness and support others facing similar struggles. And it's always a pleasure having you in the studio with us. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Titi. Thank you. And I'm going to start by asking you my favorite question. How is your mental health?
How's my mental health?
Yes.
My mental health is solid.
Oh,
and that is after a lot of work has been done.
Exactly.
Sometimes I see the signs and I've figured out what my triggers are, and I try to avoid them. But that's after a lot of work.
I love the part about putting in a lot of work, you know, because people just say, oh, my mental health is fine, my mental health is solid, you know, exactly.
But it took a while to get there.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the point. It took a whole lot of work to get there. Fantastic.
A lot of people don't think about things like mental health on a daily basis.
Exactly.
But that is what sort of drives everyday life at this point.
It is the powerhouse of our overall well-being. So it should be prioritized at all times. But I mean, most of us are trying to survive. So when you say mental health, they're like, I beg, that's the list of my problems. Meanwhile, that is that should be your major problem, your major focus, and constantly working towards maintaining good mental health.
So let's talk about the boy child now.
Yeah.
There is something about the boy child and the conversation around the boy child that has almost often started with how they were raised by their fathers and what examples were set by their fathers. If, for instance, a boy comes from a home where the father was maybe violent to the mother, the boy sees that as an example. If a boy comes from a family where the father was never vulnerable in front of their son, it affects them growing up as well. Now, where do you stand on fathers being vulnerable in front of their sons? And is it a negative or a positive?
Thank you so much, Titi. But before we dive into this conversation, as always, I'm going to say happy Men's Health Month to every man listening to us right now or watching us right now on television. The month of June is dedicated to men globally, and the whole idea is to promote mental, emotional, and physical well-being for men. And, you know, we're trying to encourage our men to take better care. I don't want to say more care, but take better care of their overall well-being. And the focus this year is on closing the empathy gap for men. And that's, yes, and that's us, you know, providing most all-round support in the areas where our men need it. Yes, so back to the topic for today, that's tough love.
So
Yes.
vulnerability between the fathers and sons. Yes.
Exactly. So, you know, this conversation is one that is often downplayed, but it is actually so important because, like you rightly said, the father figure in the family tends to model what our boys replicate in adulthood, right? So already we exist in this. I want to ask is, do men feel challenging and positive emotions like everybody else? If the answer is yes, then how do we create that balance? Because there's also the other school of thought, like we were discussing just before we came on air, that says, oh, look, you're trying to emasculate the boy child, you're trying to make them effeminate and all of that.
Or make them soft.
Exactly, or make them soft. But what has happened over time is that we have men who are emotionally repressed, men who tend to be aggressive while communicating because they grew up, you know, that's what their dads modeled.
Some would say they prefer to see an aggressive boy as opposed to a soft or more mellow boy.
Absolutely, or a
so
boy.
Whenever I've even been in situations where you see a boy climbing a shelf and jumping down, and then the father is like, "That's right, that's my son.
Boys will be
he
boys.
can jump, you know. Boys will be boys. If he broke his leg, boys will be boys. Really? But hey, to each their own. In terms of vulnerability, we're not saying make them soft. We're just saying have them express themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. Have safer spaces where the boy child, absolutely. Because look, emotions is not a thing for most African parents. Let me not generalize, but when raising the boy child, most especially, emotions are not taken into consideration. So most times, more often than not, these boys struggle with communicating, struggle with expressing challenging emotions like feelings of frustrations, you know, anger, irritability, and all of that. And this is all a function of how they were raised, which is why the focus is on the boy child today. And what then happens